Welcome students. Today we'll be looking at equations from book 1, mathematics. My name is Gomejo Kandawire. Okay, so first of all, let's define equations. Okay, so equations, an equation is a mathematical statement that has two expressions separated by an equal sign. Okay, so when we're talking of an expression, we're talking of an expression which contains variables and values as well as coefficients. Okay, so the definition of equations is equation. So statement that has two expressions separated by an equal sign. Okay, so we are looking at the expressions, two expressions separated by an equal sign. So for example, we have 4x plus 1 is equal to 21. Okay, so in this equation, we look at two sides which are separated with an equal to sign. So from this equation, you observe that we have the coefficient, we have the variable, we have the constant, and we also have the result. So in this case, this one is the coefficient, and x here becomes the variable, and 1 here becomes our constant, and 21 here becomes our result. So we have the coefficient, we have the variable, we have the constant, and we have the result. Okay, so what is happening that in an equation, the expression on the left hand side is equal to the expression which is in the right hand side. So what is here is in this side is supposed to be equal with what is here to the right hand side of the equation. Now let's go to solving linear equations involving balancing equations. Solving linear equations, solving linear equations involving balancing solving linear equations involving balancing method. Okay, so in this one, we're not talking of the linear equations, we're talking of the equations which forms a straight line in a graph. The graph of the equations becomes a straight line. Okay, so when you're solving these ones, what is happening that one side of the equation should be the same as the other side of the equation when we are doing a balancing equation. So this means that when you multiply the other side of the left side of the equation, you should also do the same as the other side of the equation. When you are also dividing one side of the equation, you have to do the same as the other side of the equation. Similarly, when you are adding that one side of the equation, you also have to add the other side of the equation. And you also, when you are subtracting one side of the equation, you also have to subtract the other side of the equation. So what you do is, if multiply or divide one side of the equation, you must also multiply the other side of the same quantity. So when you multiply the other side, you have to also multiply the other side of the equation. So similarly, when you divide, one side, you must also divide the other side. So the same applies to addition and subtraction. Okay, so when you multiply the other side, you multiply the other side as well. When you divide, you also divide the other side as well. So this one also applies to addition and subtraction of the equation, one side the same as the other side as well. Okay, so looking at this one, let's go to an example on how to solve an equation using balancing method. Okay, so here we have an equation which says 15 plus y is equal to 10. 15 plus y is equal to 10. Okay, so what, remember they said that in balancing method, first of all, if you want to multiply one side, you can also multiply the other side. If you want to multiply, you also multiply. If you want to add, you also add. If you want to subtract, you have to subtract. So in this case, we have to find the value of y. So what we do is, first of all, we subtract to remove the 15 there, or to find the value of y, we have to remove 15 from one side to the other side. Meaning that what you do there, we have to subtract 15 in both sides, so that we should find the value of y. We subtract 15 in both sides of the equation, so that we should find the value of y. So we subtract 15 from both sides. So what we do is 15 minus 15 plus y is equal to 10 minus 15. So you can observe that what we do here is the same as what we do to the other side of the equation. So 15 minus 15, the answer is 0, and here the answer becomes 0, and here we remain with y. Now 10 minus 15, the answer is negative 15. Sorry, negative 5. So y is equal to negative 5. So what happens is that when you substitute in an equation where there is y, you put negative 5, you find that the answer is equal to 10. The answer is equal to 10. In both sides, when we substitute with y there, the answer is equal to 10. Okay, what about the second example now? So the second example is b minus 2 is equal to 14. So in this case, what you do is we have to find the value of b, where we have to remove 2 to the other side, and you have to find b alone there. So what you do is, to remove 2 here, you have to add 2 in both sides. So you have b minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 14 plus 2. And here you observe that negative 2 plus 2, the answer is 0. Then we remain with b. So we have 14 plus 2, the answer is 16. So therefore, the value of b is 16. So when you substitute in an equation where there is a b and you put 16, the answer becomes 14. So you observe that in both sides of the equation, the answer is the same. The other example is 3x divided by 4 is equal to 6. So we have 3x over 4 is equal to 6. What can we do here to find the value of x? Okay, so first of all, what you do is you have to remove the fraction. How can we remove the fraction? What we do is we multiply by 4 in both sides. So when you multiply 4 on one side, you also have to multiply 4 the other side as well. So you multiply 4 times 3x over 4 is equal to 6 times 4. So you observe that 4 into 4, the answer will be 3x is equal to 6 times 4, the answer will be 24. Now, still more, we have to find the value of x. What can we do there? So what we do is we divide with 3 in both sides of the equation. What you do in this side also have to do with the other side of the equation. So we divide by 3, we divide by 3. So 3 into 3, will remain with x, and 3 into 24, the answer will be 8. So therefore, the value of x is equal to 8. Yeah, so you observe that after finding the value of x, which is 8, when you substitute 8 into x of the equation, you observe that the other side of the equation, the answer will be 6, as well as the other side of the equation as well. Okay, reaching at this point, let us look at this exercise now. Okay, so the exercise is okay, so we have the following exercise. The first one is 2x plus 3 is equal to 14. And the second one is 3 plus 8y is equal to 51. The third one is x divided by 4 is equal to 2. The fourth one is 2 open bracket x plus 5 close bracket is equal to 30. The last one is 2x plus 11 is equal to 5x minus 4. Okay, so in our next lesson, we'll be looking at solving linear equations involving fractions. Solving linear equations involving fractions. Okay, thank you students for watching. Goodbye.